because the princess was breathtakingly beautiful. She caught the eye of the barbarian Khan, who came to seek a political marriage. The emperor could not bear to send his own daughter far away to marry him, so he decided to find a noble woman in the capital to marry in the princess place. Once the imperial notice was announced, every unmarried woman in the capital panicked, afraid she would be chosen to marry the brutal and bloodthirsty Khan. But in this atmosphere of fear, the woman remained unusually calm. That was because she had been engaged since childhood to the heir of the northern marquis household. With the wedding so close, she had nothing to fear. What she never expected was that the man who was supposed to marry her in 3 days would show up uninvited, dressed in red. The moment he arrived, he was openly flirting with a scheming concubine-born girl. He then shamelessly announced that he wanted to marry that woman instead, and demanded that the woman become his concubine, so both could serve him together. Hearing this, the woman felt nothing but disgust, and forcefully shook off her fiance's hand.
谢成，你若娶她为妻，我便不会嫁与你。
你怎么如此刁蛮？你要是不嫁我，难道你想再嫁北疆去吗？
那也比给你做妾去。
The heir never expected her to be so fierce. He immediately warned her that they were still officially engaged. If she refused to marry him, no one in the capital would dare marry her at all. After leaving behind a threat to think carefully, he left the residence with the scheming woman. The heir thought this would force her to give in, but instead, the very next day, the woman went straight to see the emperor. She stated that she was willing to marry the barbarian Khan in the princess place. The emperor had been deeply troubled by this matter. Hearing that she was willing to sacrifice herself to spare the princess, he was overjoyed. On the spot, he decided to take her as his adopted daughter. He bestowed upon her the title of Princess Anyang and granted her a phoenix crown and wedding robes, treating her with full royal honors. The woman gladly accepted everything. However, she made one request. She said her mother had been dead for many years, yet had been falsely accused and slandered, and was expelled from the ancestral hall. Even the dowry her mother had prepared for her had been seized by others. She asked the emperor to clear her mother's name and recover all the dowry. The emperor never expected such an outrageous injustice to happen. Right under his own watch in the capital, he immediately told her not to worry. On her wedding day, he would personally issue an imperial decree to give her justice. That night, after returning home, the woman was about to her mother's belongings. Suddenly, the heir barged in without permission and hugged her from behind. The woman struggled hard to break free and demanded to know how he dared enter a woman's private chambers. But the heir looked at her with deep affection and said they had grown up together as childhood sweethearts. In his heart, she had long been the wife he had chosen, so this did not count as trespassing. As he spoke, he took out a wooden box and handed it to her. He claimed it was a red wedding dress he had specially prepared for her. Technically, as a concubine, she was not qualified to wear red, but the scheming woman was generous and did not want to argue over such things. She allowed the woman to wear this embroidered wedding dress and marry him in 3 days. Hearing that he was still plotting against her even now, the woman felt only deep irony.
3日后，我的确要成婚，不要嫁的人。
But the heir refused to believe her words at all. He claimed that since she already had a wedding dress prepared, she was clearly lying about marrying someone else. He then said that the dress he prepared was far too luxurious and only suitable for imperial consorts. It would be improper for her to wear it. As he spoke, he handed her another wedding outfit he had prepared to get rid of him. The woman had no choice but to accept the clothes. Seeing this, the heir was extremely pleased, thinking she had finally come around. Little did he know that very soon he would